Jaden Gracia.
And I'm Sarah Shartash.
Welcome to FA Today.
This is an 8-week.
This is the week of April 5th.
The following announcements are from Ms. Showman's weekly update. After spring break, during the last week of March, there will be no school Monday, and there will be a faculty and service day Tuesday.
When school starts again on Wednesday, April 7th, there will be an assembly at 8:05 in the theater, so do not report to your usual morning meeting locations. Be sure to arrive on time and sit by advisory in your assigned rows.
Wednesday, during bonus block, there will be no assembly. This is the time for clubs and activities to meet, but remember, there will be a silent study zone in the library. So if you want to socialize, go to the social spaces or the bridge.
Thursday and Friday, the National Spanish exam will take place in the library labs on the lower level. For more information, contact your Spanish teacher.
This Saturday will be junior prom. Juniors enjoy.
And now to our upcoming events.
April 14th is the diversity dinner. More information will be presented next week, but until then, please contact Ms. Clark.
April 16th will be Founders Day. There will be an all-school convocation at 10:10. Information on a dress-down day on that day will come next week.
The annual book fair will be held in the gym from April 26th to the 28th. April 26th, there will be an ice cream social held to support the senior prom.
And April 27th will be Inside College Admissions Night for juniors and their parents. More details will come as we get closer to the date.
April 30th will be the Varsity Spring Sports Barbecue, followed by band night in the theater. Be sure to come out and enjoy some good food and music.
Seniors, there are still ISP proposals that have not been turned in. At this point, they're over 2 weeks late. Please get them in immediately.
Girls, remember our dress code policy. You in particular will be checked starting after break to make sure that your outfit is modest and appropriate. With warmer weather coming, you need to avoid wearing shorts and dresses that fall above knee length. Spaghetti straps, tank tops, and sloppish dresses are also not allowed. Students out of code will receive a lunch attention.
And remember, please keep all food and drinks except covered water bottles out of the theater. This includes gum. If you're caught with food, drinks, or gum, you'll be issued a DP.
Remember, laptops are for class use only. If you are not in the class that requires the use of a laptop, go to the library and borrow one or use one of the laptops in the lower level social space. Teachers are finding that there are not enough laptops for their classes. If you are in a class and you use a laptop, please be sure to turn it off and plug it in when you return it. Logging off is not good enough.
And on a more sad note tonight, unfortunately, freshman advisor, Quakerism teacher, and sophomore history teacher, Miss Christie, is unfortunately no longer with our community. For personal reasons, she has left, and Mrs. Leif will be teaching her classes. While we're sad to see Miss Christie go, we're glad to have Mrs. Leif back in our community.
And lower school construction is over. The lower school students are in their new classrooms and out of the modular units, aka trailer parks.
However, these trailers won't be gone until the end of the year. Here's why.
With the lower school project, we are 99.9% done. The lower school students will start their classes there on April 7th. The building is spectacular. They are, as you may note today, there's equipment out there tearing up the road and the parking area. They're respreading the topsoil. By the time you all return from spring break, that field will be planted, and there'll be very little evidence that construction has gone on. So we're very excited. I think the students in the lower school are excited about starting their classes there on April 7th. As for the modular units, we decided after long consideration for safety and noise reasons that we did not want to dismantle them while we were in session. It would be a huge distraction, there would be some safety issues, and it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. So they will be there until school closes, and then they will be removed immediately in June when we close.
But many of the seniors are worried about graduation and pre-prom.
Graduation will be, we are already talking with some companies. We are going to rent a large tent, which will be on the varsity soccer field, and it'll be very nice. It was done back in 2000. Everybody will be inside the tent, so it'll be covered. So even if the weather's inclement, we won't have to go into the field house. And as for pre-prom, we're talking about that. Pre-prom could either take place under that tent, but there's also some discussion about putting it at the D. Sabirsky Center to have it there because there's a wonderful patio out the back of that, and so the parents could come there for pre-prom and then leave, and then we could just have prom there. So we're exploring that as an option. We're talking to the D. Sabirsky Center about whether they could manage that, but it looks like we will not be using the quad for that either, because it just doesn't make sense, given that the modulars will still be sitting there. I mean, I know that pre-prom and graduation are important to the class of 2010, and we will absolutely make sure that it's beautiful and stupendous and that they'll feel it's a very exciting opportunity.
Some seniors, such as Molly Leon, say that this change won't bother them.
But I
how
think
is
little
how,
kids like them, which is good.
Olivia Pascucci agrees.
It's bad that they lied when they said that the trailers were going to be gone, but it really doesn't make much of a difference to me if the graduation is on the fields or on the library.
Some seniors, like Sharon De Silva, are upset but think there's no way around it.
So I guess it's a little bit disappointing, but I mean, what can we do? There's nothing we can do about it. We're not gonna go and like get some like jackhammers and start taking out the foundation, but you know, it's a little disappointing. Someone was telling us that they had pre-prom and graduation down at the soccer field like a couple of years ago, and that it was nice, so just make the best of what happens.
But other seniors have had enough. Anastasia Williams says, "I feel as though the class of 2010 always gets the short straw. We did not have a freshman sleepover, which was greatly disappointing. Our parking lot was taken over by teachers because of the construction site. We did not get a full quad because of the trailer parks. A new cell phone policy is being enforced conveniently while we are still in high school. We love the few boys that we have, but it is basically a 2-to-1 ratio, which is not fun. Quiet Zone stinks. We were all looking forward to ordering out to lunch this year, but surprisingly, that was taken away too. Once we left middle school, polos were allowed. I could literally go on for days. Basically, our class is no stranger to disappointment that we have experienced from the administration. Graduation is a day that all seniors dream of, and at Friends Academy, one thinks of themselves graduating in front of the library steps or having a beautiful pre-prom on the quad. But of course, we had that taken away from us too. I want Friends Academy to think long and hard about this decision and the consequences because of it. We are a class left unhappy and disappointed, as usual." All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jaden Gracia.
And I'm Sarah Shartish, and this has been FA Today.
We'll see you next week. Bye.